Slide description. Slide 1. Today, we will talk about a new technique called projectile fusion was introduced by First Light Fusion, a UK company associated with Oxford University. The LST technology introduced today is based on improvements of projectile fusion. The organizations sponsoring talks and seminars are Tanner Hill Workshop and Hong Kong Invention Association.
Background. 1. LST nuclear fusion electricity was invented by Lawrence Hsiung, Simon Chan, and Tony Chan in Hong Kong. LST comes from the first letter of their names. 2. It is believed that China, UK, and other nations might have demonstration units already. 3. One problem is that knowledge of the LST device will lead to knowledge in developing the micro-hydrogen bomb. 4. The inventors hope to bring prosperity to all humanity peacefully. 5. The clean energy will bring trillions RMB annually for billions of years. Introduction. 1. First Light Fusion demonstrated projectile fusion in May 2022. 2. Hong Kong and China improved with better collisions and higher projectile speed to achieve much higher efficiency. The straight line rail gun achieved speed greater than 10 km per second. 3. If nuclear fusion occurred in a non-breaking water tank, the steam generated can drive turbines to generate electricity. 4. The main points are: occurrence of nuclear fusion with high-speed projectile, generating steam in non-breaking container, use steam to drive turbines to generate electricity. Comparing First Light Fusion with LST technology. First Light Fusion. 1. Uses a cup-shaped projectile. The fuel pellet falls into a container filled with lithium. The cup-shaped high-speed projectile is fired at the fuel pellet. This is called chasing collision. The fuel pellet is not totally compressed as the cup shape is not totally enclosed. Some fuel leaks from bottom. LST improvement. 1. The projectile is cylindrical inside a vacuum tube. It will hit a solid block immersed with water. There is no need to use lithium. Stationary collision OS used. The fuel pellet is totally enclosed with no leaking. The speed of projectile in LST is higher, greater than 10 km per second. The projectile speed at First Light Fusion was 6.5 km per second in 2022. Using steam from the non-ringing water tank. The colliding elements are put into a tank with calculated amount of water and air. 1 water tank has 3 m diameter. 2 neutrons slowed down by 1 m water. 3 height is 9 m. 4 initial water height equals 3 m. 5 initial water volume equals 21 cubic meters. 6 calculation is based on using 1 gram deuterium. Experimental setup of rail gun. UB is top rail. CD is bottom rail. EF is bar that can move on top of rail. When DC current is passed as shown, there is a force on the bar EF moving it towards right hand side. 1 higher the current, more force on bar. 2 longer the rail, higher velocity of bar. Projectile plus fuel mounted on bar and shot out at end of rail. Greater than 10 km per second. This simple experiment with rail at less than 1 meter can be done by almost any university.
Slide 自整個 LST 核聚變發電機的靈魂，也是上交中國重要機構的核心文件。明白了它的含義，便明白了 LST 核聚變發電機的精要。我們會重溫這 slide， 明白這 slide 的科學家和工程師都認為簡單易明，可以在數週內做出示範機。這圖的初稿在2024年1月已上交，4月便傳出有示範機，估計中國正在改良產品化階段中。重要圖解 1. 改進了 First Light Fusion 的 Projectile Fusion 技術，以更佳的碰撞和更高速的電磁炮，產生了更高效的核聚變。2. 1 gm 的刀可把21立方米的水轉成500 bar 的水蒸氣，推動渦輪發電。3. 水會吸收2260 joules 能量，體積增加1600倍。4. 目前的標準儲氫筒都可抵受700 bar， 所以設計的500 bar 容器不是問題。5. 用了中學物理的 Boyle's Law。6. 示範容器有3米直徑，高9米，水可深3米。
The slide was submitted to the authorities in China. Thus, the Chinese version is shown. The single slide covers the main elements of the LST technology. The projectile must be at high speed, 10 km/s. The straight line rail gun can be many meters. 1 gram deuterium can turn 21 cubic meters of water into steam. Steam can be stored in container to store fusion energy. Size of container can be calculated by Boyle's law. Steam can be used to drive turbine to generate electricity. Circular rail gun may be used to reduce total size. Summary. 1. The principle of LST nuclear fusion electricity is simple and many nations are believed to be working on prototypes. 2. The key part is the high-speed rail gun. 3. Hope that mankind will forget the hatred. 4. You can also participate in this invention. Thank you.